What you didn't mention is what we win as the RPA. Parker, you've got a shot at a new car. I got a parking space. That speaks volumes. You guys had me here last year, whether or not you knew it. I was here when we announced the winner of the goal program last year. And now I'm here a year later, and 3 things have remained constant: beautiful scenery, great company, and delicious mashed potatoes.
Yes.
So, in that order, thanks for having us. Thanks for supporting us, not just today, but through all of the good that you do for our community, for our school, for our goal program, and for RPA. And thank you for feeding us, because food is a love language, and I will hear no opposition. But with that being said, I'll move into the speech. You know, that's kind of the reason that I have the microphone in my hand, not to thank you for potatoes. So, we can often look into the night sky and see the moon shining back at us. A light in the darkness, a symbol of hope. But here's the thing. The moon is 240,000 miles away. Now, I'm no astronomer, but that's really far. And like so many goals we set, it seems unreachable. But in 1969, the United States put people there, just 7 years after John F. Kennedy declared his intent to do so. He said, "We choose to go to the moon." We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we intend to win. Now, I think this emphasizes 2 very important concepts: setting high goals and having the drive to achieve them. And what I love about my job is that I get to see both of these in my classroom every single day. I've taught high school students who are motivated to get a head start on their college education through our dual enrollment programs. I've taught military veterans who have served our country and are now eager to contribute to its domestic workforce. And with over 600 programs, the Technical College System of Georgia provides a wide variety of ways to do so. I've taught single mothers and teenage fathers who are hungry to make better lives for themselves and for their children. And with 88 campuses, online classes, and adaptable schedules, TCSG offers the flexibility to feed them. I've taught grandmothers who have never had enough money in their bank account to even think about pursuing an education. I've taught their grandchildren too, and they bear the weight of that same financial burden. But TCSG provides an affordable option that puts the right to an education in the hands of every member of the community, as it should be. See, I believe in what we do at our institution, and I believe in the people for whom we do it. I've seen lives changed, second chances taken, and generational chains shattered by technical education. In our classes, we see 17-year-olds and 70-year-olds, grandchildren and grandmothers, first-generation college students, and minimum wage employees who dream of becoming their own bosses. What can we say to all of them? Go to the moon. Go to the moon because we want you to, and because technical education provides the resources to make it possible. Go to the moon because your parents didn't. Go to the moon so that your children will know that they can too. Go to the moon even if no one else has ever told you that you could. I'm telling you that you can. But above all else, go to the moon for yourself. Not because it's easy, and not just because it's hard, but because through technical education, you truly can. There are people in our communities that have been restricted to the ground for long enough, and I truly believe that they can go to the moon, that we can help them get there, and that technical education can propel them off the ground. I'll be honest, when I graduated, I wasn't picky about my first job. All I knew was I was 24 and needed money for food and shelter, a place from which to see the moon. But I quickly came to realize that our students could reach for that moon. And when I think of the ways I can play even a small part of that, I know there's nothing I'd rather be doing. So thank you.